Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. That is a very, very busy bus station. And welcome back to Cities Skylines, where we are taking a look at the city of Westwood. Yes, we're back. We do have a bit of residential demand, but what we really have is an unemployment problem. So we're going to take care of a big chunk of that right now. We're going to do a little more commercial down through here. And then I am tempted to build alongside this road just to see what we get. And if I don't like it, I can kill it. I'm gonna do it just to see how it grows in. I know that this one's probably too steep, but I think the other one would be okay. And then I want just a couple pockets of commercial. Like, I think this main drag here would be a suitable location. But I want to take a look at my city services real fast. You could definitely do with some healthcare down here. So maybe more over towards this direction. Maybe off of that side street. No, it doesn't like that, so we'll go there. That works for me. Excuse me. Fire coverage, same story. We could definitely use some back here. And police coverage. Probably pretty dismal as well. Yep. Not perfect, but acceptable. And then our childcare is way over there and way up there. I would really like to have another childcare center in here. So what we'll do is build this and we'll build a school right next to it. And then elder care, the nearest one's there. We don't have any back here, which is unfortunate. That's an oversight, so we're going to put one here. Because we are going to build up here. So we'll do elder care there. And hey, look at this. We don't have water pipes. Let's fix that real quick, shall we? Let's bring this down and then just follow this road around. Hopefully, most of this is pretty well covered just from one, but I can already tell it's not going to be. So we're going to have some overlapping coverage, which is unfortunate, but if you have to do it, you have to do it, right? I'm going to go ahead and make a connection there. And this is a nice straight line to here, to there, and then curve up. Didn't want to join at a nice spot, so we'll just let it have what it wants and just accept. And sometimes we don't get our way. I was just making sure anarchy wasn't on. I thought it was. For a minute, it felt like it was letting me snap something in that it shouldn't. And then come here. Back and down. I don't really need water in there, I don't think. Good, these offices are filling out, so I'll be able to see if I'm happy with how they're looking as far as terrain. I want to get some more, so I'm going to speed up time here, because we still have a pretty big office span, so this one should populate pretty quick. You would think. Maybe not. I'm kind of tempted to move all of this over to here. I think more centrally located by our little downtown strip here would be better. Has that last one filled in yet? It has. So let's see if with just the smoothing tool or soften terrain tool we can make this look decent. If not, we will certainly kill it. And I think maybe with some trees it'll be alright. Because we're able to get most of it looking alright. Yeah, with some trees, I think it'll be fine. We may run some walking paths through here, because these are some pretty big, long areas that aren't connected. In fact, I want to go ahead and start thinking about that. I want to connect some paths through here. And then in behind here as well. We go to about there, and then we're going to try to sneak one in right here between these buildings. Maybe. Let me turn off everything. I feel like there's a spot here, if I'm very careful. There's not. So what we'll do is we'll take out that one. Leave the other one. Get my curved road tool, turn all these back on. There we go. There's not a crosswalk right here, but they can go up there and cross and then continue on. And then I want to do something similar on this side. There we go. That actually let me do that without destroying anything. And then I want to pay attention to the level that we're on here. And I want to bring this up to 0. There we go. So let's turn off our snap twos here, so I can kind of follow this train height right here. Because this is not a self-leveling path, so it will want to do some weird things. And I would like to prevent as many of those weird things as possible. Not quite where I was planning on having that connect. I was wanting more here. But I guess that's okay. What we'll do is just drag that over. Yeah, no major weird elevation changes there, so that's good. And then I want a couple paths coming down. Also, I want a path right here, so these guys don't have to go down and around if they're walking, and that might be a good spot to bring off this path here. Though it's saying space already occupied. Let's change its mind and turn on anarchy. That broke this connection, though. If I do that, hopefully that will re-establish that connection. And we are going to have to lose a business or two up here. It's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. And then here, I want this to kind of like arch around and come in behind here. And roughly try to get up to about that same train height. Wow, a lot of people are using this already. Look at that. Look at the number of people already on there. That's amazing. And then I kind of want to get a connection in there. And then I want another connection like here. And then we just want to connect this up. Do we want one more here? No, not really. I think it'll be fine. I think we're good there. We will want to do something back here as well. But for now, that gets us some good connectivity through there. I want to try to get one that kind of comes down here and then just shoots up to here. Like that, as long as that's not too steep. I think it's fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Again, just trying to maximize my connectivity here. I may even run a path in behind all of this, just for something scenic, for people to, you know, take a little walk. Oh, there are a lot of people walking back here already. A lot. And there's not even that much stuff back here yet, so that's kind of nice. I kind of dig it. So what I want to do is get in some of our waterfront entertainment options, but the problem is the road is really far away. Like really far away. Like, you know, that something like that could work here, but then we're like covering this entire branch. So if we want to do fishing down here, we can't. What type of fish do we have down here? Nothing that we don't have elsewhere. So maybe this will be fine here. So we could do a fishing island like right there, and I think that will be close enough to the road. Yeah, it's not complaining. What I would like to do, though, is grab it and sink it down a little bit, and then we're going to run a path to it to make it look a little better. Probably just a little dirt path. I can turn off all of our snap twos again and just go... Oh, distance too short, eh? There we go. That makes that look a little bit better. And then I'd like to get in some more of those type of amenities, but... I don't know. They're going to be so far away from the road that they're going to complain about access. I might have a way to deal with that, though. somewhere, I'm pretty sure I have these actual paths. Are. That's funny that those are paths. I guess you're supposed to run a path alongside it. I didn't even know I had those. Somewhere I've got the pedestrian pathways that are roads. And I don't... These? Yeah. Yeah. What options do I have? Campus, music park, campus, nature preserve, zoo. That's it. That's all I've got. So I guess if I had to choose, I'd probably want to go with, like, the nature reserve. So this is one-way zonable road, vehicles only on the right lane, pedestrians on the left lane. This is two-way. Do we not have, like, any other variation than that? We don't. So pedestrians on the left lane. So we want to build this in here. I'm going to leave all my snap twos off. And just bring this back here. And try to squeeze this in. Straighten this off here. Oh, maybe. Just come in right behind all these buildings. Like so. And then bring that down and then flip it around. That'll take care of them complaining about no road access. And then all I want to do is bump these down a little bit. Maybe even bring them in just a skosh. Oh dear. We're doing things here, guys. Not the things that are good, just we're doing things. So I bring that down like that. That looks a lot better. And then this one just needs to tap down a little bit. There we go. Cool. Yeah, we have cars driving down here. So what? It's fine. What I don't want is zoning along this road. So I think the easier way to fix that would be to come in here and do this, and that'll return all the zoning back to this road. Cool. Cool. I'm kind of happy with it. I'm kind of digging it. So let's just go ahead and fill this all in as commercial, and here as well, and even there. Yeah. So how are we doing on unemployment? We have gone up. It's gotten worse. I really don't want this whole area to be just offices and commercial. So as I scroll through a bajillion and one roads here, I want to get a connection here. Just as I look at it, it's a really long block length. I'd rather that come out at 90 though. And I don't know that we're going to get a 90 out of this. If I go here, and then grab my curve road tool, that should do it. A little bit of a steep incline there. Again, don't know that I'm crazy about it, but I don't know that I hate it either. So then I want to continue connecting some pathways. I know I'm spending an awful lot of time on pathways while the city has an unemployment crisis, but I'm kind of thinking this is what we need to do, is make sure we have some good connectivity through here. There, I want that off. And we're going to try to stick roughly to this height here. Bring this across to here. And then go ahead and make a connection out there. I don't know if that'll get used all that much. Probably not at all, to be honest. And here we're going to go from one level to another, and it'll be fine. And then here we're going to follow this right across. Right like that. I almost want a road to come up through here, but... yeah, I do. I want a road to come up through here. Let's turn this back on and see where I can get a good connection here. So let's bring it off of here. And just curve it down, and then we'll fix our path. Go back into this view. Turn off all of our snap twos again. And on these, I may need to put some crosswalks in. I think this is a little far from those. I think we do well to put some crosswalks in there. Which, hopefully, there's a node right there. There's not. There is now. And I think there was a node there, but, well, now we have two. And you know what? What the hell? Let's put one in there, and let's put one in here. Cool. This one, I refuse. Not doing it. Just putting my foot down. So we could either maybe bring a path down here. Crossing, please. Thank you. Yeah, let's do one more path, and then we'll actually get into some zoning here. So just going to kind of see my elevations. Not ideal. That works. And you know, since we made a crossing there, we may as well let them come on across. So a very walkable place. We could even, you know, solidify this as a park area. Just draw one big, huge park area and get some amenities in there. But given the elevation changes, nothing would really fit that well. So I think we're going to skip that and just live with what we have. So we need some educational facilities down here. I'm going to throw in an elementary school with a small playground, hopefully right next to it. Yep, cool. And then now, what's that do for coverage? We've got elementary, elementary, elementary. This is all going to be low density. So I think that will be sufficient. High school, we've got one way up there we could probably do with another. Let's kind of go... yeah, I like it being here. Because I want to do the sports hall, gymnasium, and swimming pool combo. There we go. How do I use Bob and get rid of this fence? Like, would that make it look like this is all one place? I've never used Bob. I mean, I've used it a couple times, but like, is there a way? Hedge. Yeah, but then the fence is still there. And we kind of want the fence there to separate the parking lot. Well, it has no hedge now. Actually, wait, no, I take it back. I'm going to just put the hedge back, right? I can just come back in here, hedge, probability 100. Done. And hedge is back, yeah? Yeah. I guess we'll live with it. I wish there was a way to make these two buildings look like they're part of the same facility a little easier. Because it makes sense that, you know, there would be some connectivity between them. But there's not really a way to do that, so whatever. And then we are going to throw in just one more thing. We're just going to give them a basketball court right across the street. Just to hopefully bring up some land values there. And we still have massive unemployment. Big sad. Okay. All right. It's fine. We can deal with massive unemployment. We will come in here and start putting in more roads. I'm going to run everything off of here, 660, and then we'll connect these up. Just wherever the little curved road tool takes us. Definitely going to make some irregularly shaped blocks. Here, I want this to come down. Maybe we'll just skip that one. Yeah, we'll just skip that one. So, kind of a grid, but not really. wait. Ooh, that is not at all what I wanted to do. I wanted this. I could even like bring this in and have a block here. Yeah. So let's go straight through and then just straight through. And then same thing, run these up. 600. Come on, there you go, you got it. And then connect them up. Cool. And then I might want to just like go with a normal grid from here, because I can make that pretty much work. And this will give us a nice space for it, like just like an office park. Come on, you can go there. I know you can. I guess not. I guess the railroad's a little bit out of kilter there. So how far do we want to go this way? That's as far as I want to go that way. And then I want to bring it down one to like here. Yeah, that works. And then we can do a weird intersection there, and then we might even be able to get a connection right through there. Yep. Should we try to do a connection here? Why not? And then there, and then I want to go one more here. So maybe we get rid of that and just have a bit of a buffer where we'll have trees or a walkway or something along there. Granted, if we put a walkway, we'll need a fence to keep people from walking onto the railroad. What's really nice is people are using this overpass to get over to the train station and other things that are over here. So even though we've got this railway dividing things, we've got a lot of pedestrian activity bringing people in. I am trying to consider where, if I could maybe get some walking paths in along back here, and maybe even some back here if we redo the roads just a little bit, and then have some places that it crosses over, just so there's not as much division in those two areas. I think that would be something worthwhile, though something that we would tackle at a later time. So we can connect that. Can we connect this in a reasonable way? It's not the best looking thing, but it's not the worst looking thing either. And then here, maybe to like that. Does make for a really close intersection there, but so is that a problem? I don't think it's a problem. So yeah, again, we're going to be dealing with fire coverage, so I'm almost wondering if we shouldn't do like some larger facilities out this way. Just things with higher vehicle counts that can handle a bit more. I want this post office to fit in. There we go. That looks nice. Though I don't know that I want the big, huge hospital out here. You can't see it, but I just made a face. I'm not happy about it, but we're going to do it. The thing is, because I want this all to be lower density, and I don't know about how I feel about having that there, but there's going to be some offices here, so I guess it'll taper off anyway. So I guess it'll be all right. I don't know. I'm not the happiest about it. If you can't tell, I don't do a massive amount of like pre-planning. Sometimes I will. I'll go through and like play test something. But I think the average Cities Skylines player just kind of jumps into the game and, you know, starts building and seeing what they come up with. It kind of formulates their plan as they go along. And I try to emulate that. You know, hashtag relatable. Yeah, totally. I would like to clean that up just a bit. We need to do a ton of detailing in this city. So I may live stream this sometime soon, though by the time you see it, it will have happened weeks ago. Because this video won't go live for like 4 weeks from the time I am recording. It's early in the morning, Wednesday, August 3rd, when I'm recording this, so. All right, let's get some zoning in here. Let's continue this side commercial. Nope, change my mind. This side commercial. We'll leave what we already did. And yeah, there's a reason I changed my mind. Mainly because there's this larger space here that we can like just office, lots of offices. And I think that would be a good thing since we have a bit of an unemployment crisis. We have a high-rise band, so these won't get too big. And hopefully that will take care of some of these problem areas, or the problem area of unemployment. And then I just want to like target some commercial here and there. Like I think we could do is like just some corner shops there and probably even back here. Like just a couple different sizes here. I meant to go 4 and I went 5. There we go. And maybe even just across from these offices. Place to go grab some lunch on your break. And right across from the hospital. Some commercial. And then we could get away residential back here if we really wanted to. Though I want to keep this commercial. So I'm going to let this run for just a few minutes without zoning any residential and see how this impacts our unemployment. So we're just going to kind of, wait, hold that thought. We're going to get water pipes and then we'll let it run. Run from there to there, a little wonky, but it's okay. There to there, and then back here under this road. Let's turn off our snap twos. I'm getting really far away from the roads. There we go, and there. And does that get all? Oh, that almost gets everything covered. I come through here. That'll get it all. Okay, now we're gonna watch this, see how it fills out and upgrades, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So as I've been watching this for about the past 3 minutes, I realized we have a missed opportunity. And that is removing this. We can get some bigger lot sizes. So this is going to kill a few of the businesses that we've just put in. Oh, we have to have that, though, because the police need the connection. Police and fire. But if we come through these and get rid of all this, we can maybe get some bigger lot sizes through some in here. Which might help this grow a little bit better. So the post office is oriented that way. Yeah. So we're going to put this all in. Didn't give us a ton of extra space, but we should get some slightly bigger buildings now. So I'm going to demolish a little bit of this. Not a little bit, I mean all of this. And see if we don't get some bigger buildings this time around. Because that should help that a little bit. Except, hey, look, we have a weird thing there. I wonder, that reminds me, have we had any of that weirdness happening again in the city where it just like random? Yep, we sure have. It's still doing it. I don't understand why this does this. Like, it'll just randomly dezone. It happened there. And when it happens, it takes out the house that was there. And then only smaller houses build up in its place. And I just don't know what causes it. That's not zonable, period. But there's another. So you always wind up with this section of 4 little houses. Happened a lot right there. And it's just not, you know, doing the best it could do with the space. And it's just always like 2 like that. But it causes the nearby houses to just be 1 tile each. It's really frustrating. I have searched and searched and searched for a solution to this problem, trying to find out if it's like a mod problem. Like, is there a mod that I have that's causing this to happen or what? But it's... like, I'll fix it and everything will be fine for 1 or 2 playthroughs, and then the next thing I know, it's back again. And it's just the most frustrating thing. It doesn't seem to happen in our higher density areas. Like, that looks like it's not zoned, but it is. So those are just places where it just did not fill in a building, which that's fine. You know, I can live with that. It's just in our lower density stuff that it keeps happening. And I am just truly baffled as to what could be doing that. It does not make any sense. By the way, I had to expand out the trade school. We are eventually going to have a second college, but we had so many eligible students. I could take it back down now. We had so many eligible students, we were way into the red. And I don't like for my education pipeline to have too many problems. So our office need is shrinking, but we still have 8% unemployment. Man, as much as I don't want to put offices back here, I don't think I really have a choice. We are eventually going to build bridges across this railroad to connect both sides. I really did not want to have to do offices back here. I wanted this to just be residential. I really don't think I have an option at this point. I think I can get like 1 more grid in here, and then we can get a bridge across. We can bring a bridge across here and just connect it to that, and somewhere here, and just get these areas connected, so that the railroad is not serving as a divider, and we'll just ignore it. And then, you know, once we get everything filled in, you know, like I said, we need a live stream or something where I can just come through and detail everything. I'm not in love with all these bridges over the railroad, but again, it's there. And it was either bridge the railroad or sink the railroad or build bridges over the railroad. And I went with build bridges over the railroad. This one's really weird, especially since it's going to come across as a bridge here and this is going to come down. It's very strange. We're not going to have any connectivity through here. We're going to have a big gap right here where there's no connectivity. It'll resume way down here and way down here. So it is going to make some probably pretty ugly choke points in the city at some point. But again, those are all problems, as I like to say, for future Brandon. So this stuff's all upgraded nicely. I think before we wrap it up, I would just like to get some transportation, some transit in through here. And I'm thinking this is close to that bus stop there. So if I start there, can I work my way down this frontage road? Like here. And then jump up to way up here. And then come in like with one here and one back here. And we can come around this way. And then this might be where it gets a little tricky, because this is a pretty big gap. I mean, well, they would only have to walk 2 blocks this direction, a little bit more that way. So I guess it's not too terribly bad. But what I could do is maybe put a stop here. And then use that as the way through to start looping this back, so that you can catch the bus in both directions, which is always a good thing. And then it will have to go up there, so I may as well put a stop up there. Yeah, I like it. There we go. And that'll get us some connectivity in this area. I can walk from there to get to that stop. These guys can all walk down to these stops. There's not a lot that's going to be here. We're just going to detail this and put some nice trees around it and things like that. So shouldn't be too much of a problem. We do have okay transit usage in the town. Not as high as I'd like it to be. I'd really like that to be closer to 6,000 people that are using it. So we may have to revisit some of our lines in the future. Just kind of curious how many people are waiting for this one already. A lot. Especially right here at the very start of it. Quite a few people waiting. We've got 14 buses coming that each hold 30 people. So I think we'll be fine once they finally start circulating through here. We'll keep an eye on it. That's something I usually take care of between videos, is just kind of balancing the buses and what bus is on a line and all of those different things. But I think we're in a good place. We've got a neighborhood planned at least. I'm just waiting for an opportunity for all these offices to finish growing in, which they're getting there. They're definitely getting there, slowly but surely. Do they have good coverage for everything? Yep, cool. So, yeah, that's going to do it. We will hopefully get some residential going in this area next time. But until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.